Yeah, good evening, guys. Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah,
Good evening.
sure. So, what we discussed in last class? Anyone have?
Yes, last time we discussed CRUD, all CRUD operations completed.
CRUD operations and anything
Single
special?
query single.
Query,
Yeah, okay.
single
That's
query.
the one.
Query
Yeah.
single.
Okay, let me share. I think these are all the things we are completed, right? Okay.
Yeah. How to make use of subflow.
The flow. Okay, I will. End of the
Last time it
database.
was
Yeah.
it
I
was returning
remember.
only first query.
The query first, right? Okay. We will see that one. Let me check. Okay. So, okay. So as of now, what we configured only Oracle database only we are configured, right? But let us say, for example, there is one more database is there. So we want to configure that one. Okay. Let me create one more project. Then we will see that one. Then we can come back with the reading of the file and how we can convert the data inside of the file and pushing into the database. So those strategies we are seeing this today. Okay. So I'm going to open the new file. Okay. MySQL example. Okay, before that one, I already installed MySQL. It is very easy. It is freely available on the internet. Let me show you for the MySQL database, right? Okay. So MySQL, you can go. You can simply go to the downloads and you can download here. You can see there is a community edition is there. You can always download for the community edition, not the enterprise edition. Just remember that, guys. So always there is a community version is there. 1 second. Okay, MySQL communities. Okay, MySQL workbench. Okay, MySQL install for Windows. You can take this one. And once you install this one, it is automatically asking some options, and according to that one you can install MySQL. Okay, it's a free one. So just go for the community version, not enterprise edition. Okay, once everything is installed, during the installation it is the same thing, it is asking for the password, that's it. Okay, so no need to, it is a very simple, just follow the online there are different online blocks also there. So otherwise you can simply download this MSI install and double click. Automatically it is asking there, you need to install it. That's it. Okay. So once install it, you can simply open the MySQL. You can see what is the one MySQL workbench. CE indicates the community edition. Just remember. Okay. Otherwise you can directly Google it, this one MySQL workbench CE community edition. Then you can download it. See download. You can directly download it. Okay. So directly you can see MySQL install for Windows. You can simply download this MISI file. Then it is automatically installed for you. Okay. Once installing, which one we need to open it? We need to open MySQL Workbench CE. Then you can open this one. First we will see the GUI mode. Then we can go for the same one. So it is first initial, it is asking for the connection during installations. This is the way it is coming. My user ID and password is the user is the common for the root, and whatever the password you are giving during the installation you are giving. I am giving the same thing. Root is my username and password. Just remember. Okay, my username is root and my password is also a root. Then click on OK. So whatever you are seeing, this is a GUI of MySQL Workbench. Just remember. The same thing Oracle, every database also using some port number. For example, you want to know the port number of for MySQL. You can see what is the port number it is using. What is the port number? 3306. What is your username? Root, and password is the root. Okay. So these are the credential, and the main difference between MySQL database and the main difference here. What is the difference you need to remember always? 1 second, I can close this one. So whatever here you are seeing, first we need to create a database, then only we can able to create it the tables inside of this one. You can see whatever first you are seeing, this is the employee, circular system, what these are all the databases. Just remember, I'm deleting this database and drop schema. Okay, whatever here you are seeing, technically these are the databases. The database is nothing but the schema. For the Oracle, there is no data schemes are there. Automatically, once you create the user, inside of the user, everything is created. But in the MySQL, just remember, first we need to first we need to connect the user. After this one, we need to create a schema. Technically, this schema we can call it as a database name. Okay, here what is my database name? Employee is my database name. CC is my database name. World is a database name. So once you create the database, inside of the database, we can able to create different things. We can able to create the tables, views, and everything. But first we need to create the database.
Schema.
So
Database.
technically that we can call it as schema. Okay, so this is the only difference you need to keep in mind, because at the time of connection establishment, we need to give this database name. For example, what is my database name? Employee, for example. Okay, so inside of this one, they have different tables are there. First we can, let me see, select star from tab, the normal command, as usual command. I can run it. Okay, I think those are not available. Okay, no problem. In GUI mode, you can see inside of the tables, there is only one table is available, that is the employee table. Okay, so let me see what is the data inside of, you can the same command, don't need to change anything. Select star from employee, simply execute. You can see this is the data inside of my table. Employee ID, employee name, job, salary, phone number, the same thing. Now what is my requirement is, I want to read the data from this database table. Okay, let's create this one. How we can connect the MySQL database and everything. First, what is your triggering point? I'm using the same HTTP listener. So what is a form.xml? What is the importance of form.xml? Technically, in some information it is storing. What is that information? We can call it as, it is contains all dependency information as well as configuration. That is the technical word you have to remember always. Okay, so let me clear one second. I forget to give the path, the base path. What is the base path? Generally they are giving API/v1 is my base path. Then technical, okay, then come here, the same thing. First we need to create an employee, simple. Okay, I can place the logger. Okay, the next one is we need to perform the database. Then you can simply search for the database, select. So now let's see for the configuration settings, how we need to define the configuration. Click on place. Okay, this time which one we need to select, MySQL or Oracle? MySQL. Then you can see same thing. It is same. First it is asking for the required libraries. You can see what is the required library, MySQL, JDBC driver. So 100% which manner we need to follow it. We need to select the local file or we need to add the Maven dependency. Otherwise, you can see the MySQL, it is automatically giving one option. What is this one?
Recommended libraries.
What is the usage of this one? Means when we're selecting on this one, we no need to worry about it. Everything is, it is automatically downloaded. You can see. So what is the connector information? MySQL connector Java 5.1.48. This is the dependency we require. It is automatically downloaded for you. Okay. Sometimes when you click on this one, that option is coming here. Then you can simply blindly go for that option. It is automatically downloaded everything. There. Where is your MySQL server is available? Where is your MySQL server?
Local host.
Inside of the same machine, then we can give the local host. Then what is the port number? 3306. Then what is your username?
Root.
Sorry. And password is also root. Then you can simply click on show. Then see root. Then you can see. So this is the option for the MySQL. You can observe it here. The Oracle we are getting the instance name and the service name, right? System ID and service name. But you can see for this MySQL, it is asking only database. Okay, so this is the only difference. Remaining everything is same. What is my database name? I think employee, right? EMPLOYE. Let me check one more time. EMPLOYE. You can see this is the table we can able to use different one. But the what is the what is this one? Database name is employee. We need to give that employee, and you can simply click on test connection. Let's check it whether it is picking the connection or not. Yeah, test connection successful. Then click on OK. The same thing. What is my table name? Select. Remaining everything is same. Whatever we are done the in the Oracle side, everything it is we need to run like this one. Employee. Let's check it whether it is creating the data. Once you get the data, what is your requirement? You need to convert them. Transform, right? Why it is transform? Okay. So next. So what is my requirement? First, we will see the data. Then what is the output is generated by this one? I want to push to some file. Then that is second requirement. First, I'm converting into the JSON. And whatever the payload is coming, entire payload, I'm converting it. Let's save the program, try to execute it. Meanwhile, we can open the Postman. The same what we done for the Oracle set. Everybody practicing the examples, everything right? What we discussed in the class, practicing.
Yeah.
Try to practice here because these are the basics, but it's very important. Okay. Okay, then we can go here. I think the same thing. We don't need to change it. Then click on send. Yeah, it is picking the data from my database, right? You can see my data is picking from that MySQL database. Okay, then what is my other requirement? Whatever the data here I'm selecting is, I want to create one CSV file and I want to write it in this location. What is that location is? We can go to the D drive. There is an array data is there. For example, here I'm creating one more folder for the output. I'm creating one folder. Output. Otherwise, we can give DB output. Okay, so here we need to create a one CSV file. Whatever the data is coming out of this select query, whatever data is there here, I want to place here. Okay, then you guys tell me what are the modification I need to change here. So my data is coming like this one. After the database selecting, it is generating some data, and I want to convert them as a CSV, and whatever the CSV is there, I want to write it into the some external location. That is my requirement. Now you guys tell me how we can go into create this flow.
File right.
First, you are missing one important one. We need to convert them as a So here CSV. Tell me. So we need to convert as a CSV. But what is the problem here? When we convert in the CSV, when we're running the 2 or 3 times, so we need to eliminate the header equal to true. Okay, sorry, I think false. Okay, then everything is same. Then what is the next requirement? We need to put the file right. Why we need to use the file, not SFTP write or FTP write?
Because we're writing at local.
That's the one. Then we can move to file right here. So here we need to define the connector. So what is the you can directly give the path. Otherwise, you can define your working directory, and inside of that one, you can mention the URI. So first I am defining my working directory. Click on connection. Where is my working directory? Click on here.
Inside D drive
So where it is inside of the D,
data.
what is the data? DB.
DB.
So this is my one. So click on OK. So here we need to provide your file name. So what is the employee
Employee data.
dot CSV? So this is the one. So every time we need to overwrite or we need to append it.
Append.
Append it. That's it. Okay. So is there anything? That's it. Is there anything
Yes.
we need to follow it? So you are writing your file as a without header, but initially your file is not there. Then how it is?
We need to create that file with headers only.
Right. Okay. So just remember here two scenarios we can able to maybe in the interview time to tricky you. So for example, when we creating the headers files here, that means that the file is already there and the already existing 1,000 columns of data is there. When we adding the columns means what happens? So the previous data is overwritten, right?
Hmm.
But maybe they are asking the question, maybe how we can add that add the headers means first we can visualize it. The file is already there with the headers. Okay, got it, guys?
Okay.
Then only we can perform this one. That is the way we need to answer it, because there are some in scenario based question they're asking. But we can see in previous example what we done, we can simply place here file right, and inside of that one we are adding the headers manually, right?
Yeah.
But when we rerun this program, what happens?
It overrides it.
Again, yeah, that's the one. So just keep in mind that one. Okay. In this case, we are just visualizing it. Already CSV file is available. So inside of that one, we are appending the data. Okay. So after appending the data is completed, and we need to give this some response to the user. What is the response we need to give it? How we can able to give the response? How many rows of data we are inserting, and everything I need to give it. So for example, 10 records is inserted or 5 records are inserted. This is the way I need to give information to my user. How we can do that one? How we can create the response? First one.
Transform message and
That's
then
it,
we have
right?
to.
That okay. First, one by one. Don't get confused. Okay. First, we will see the response. Then we can go for the how many rows we are inserted. Everything we will see. So always you can start with the status. Okay, you can give the 202 or 201. Sorry. Okay, what is the message?
Recording system.
So data exported. Something simple message. Okay, is there anything? Yeah. Okay, then we can save the program. First, we will run this one. Then, okay, there is. First, we need to create an empty file now. What is that empty file? First one is employee ID, right? Should be employee ID. Next one is the name. Next one is the job. Next one is the salary. Next one is the phone number. Save as, let us say. This is the CSV file which is already available inside of your D drive. But this one you are appending the data. Okay. Okay. Let's hit it. Where is this one? Okay. Run the project. So in this example, what we are going to do, we are picking the data from the database and pushing into the, we have done some modification, or let us say, and we are pushing the whatever result into the external file. I'm opening this with my notepad. It is easily refreshing. So there is no data is available inside of this one. Let's say it. Set deploy, then go here and you can send it. Now you can see what we response we are getting 201, everything is okay. Then go to your file, let's refresh it. Now my data is successfully inserted, right?
Yes.
I think first one we are missing, right? Okay, but here
This
what is
time,
the problem? You can see what is the problem you are say getting. It is not in a proper order, right?
yes.
First it is coming the Smith one. So how we can arranging this data in a proper order? So how we can arranging it? Can anyone?
Order by.
So your data is not coming in proper order here in the transformation message. How we can able to make them as a proper order?
I think here in Outlook, you can give modifier.
Defining metadata.
Yeah. What is here? What is here? So by defining the metadata, you can able to give the structure of your output. Then you can drag and drop it, right?
Yes.
This is the one way. So what is the other way? This is the entire thing is available inside of an array. Okay, as of now we don't know, right? Otherwise we can go for this one. So there is no is there, then you can give the CSV output. Okay, so here there is no option is 1 second. Either you can supply the sample file, otherwise here we can able to specify CSV, then you can define it here. What is the first column? Employee ID. And what is the second one?
Name.
Employee name. Otherwise, oh, my name. And what is the third one? Oh, 1 second. Yeah, the name. And third one is job or salary.
Job.
Job. You can make it as anything. Okay, this is the one salary, and this is the one phone number, right? Okay, then
Type we need to define it.
for the CSV, everything is treated as a strings here.
Okay.
Internally. Okay, now it is easy, right? You can see I'm removing this, whatever it is available, then I can drag and drop it, employee ID to employee ID. By it is not allowing, in this case, you can simply create an empty object, then you can map it. Okay, then it is adding the code for you, employee name and employee. So now you can understand what is the usage of your metadata. That means in sometimes your data is not in the proper order. So you can make it them as a proper order. Okay, so this is the way we can able to map it. Then you can save the program. Let's try this time. It's deployed, I think. I can. It is executed. Then go here, reload it. Now you can see everything is coming in proper order, right? Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, for example, there is a special requirement is coming. So my data is coming this field, but additionally, let us say inside of this one, there is a after the salary, they're adding, they want to introduce new column depending on the salary. So they want to give some what we can give appreciation something, right? What technically in incentives, right? Otherwise, we can give the bonus, simple word. BO and US. So what is the bonus means if the salary is whatever the salary is for the salary 20% of the salary you want to give the bonus. You guys got it my point? Whatever
Yeah.
the salary is coming in terms of the salary, I want to give the 20% of the salary as a bonus. That file, that data should be written inside of my file. That is my new requirement. Then how we can create a flow for this one? So your transformation logic is works only it is automatically picking the salary and everything. So here we need to add one more thing, right? So what's the thing? Either you can directly add here, otherwise you can again define the metadata, add there also. So the simplicity is here also we can directly add it. So what is the thing?
Bonus.
BONUS bonus. Then tell me what is the bonus we need to create it? 10% of your
20%.
20, so 10% of
Your
sorry,
salary.
20% of your salary. Your salary is available where? Your salary is
Payload.
available payload dot. You can see
Sal-
here also we can able to get it. Otherwise you are getting confused. Then here you can define that field here. Then you can drag and drop and we can use it. Let me to simplify this one. So how we can define the method without clearing it? We can also okay. That's clear. Check. We can add one more field. What is the learn? Bonus, right? BONUS bonus. Then you can select here. Everything is gone. Let's check it. Bonus is there. For this one, we need to, you can see, for this one, we need to map it. What is the mapping we need to give it? The salary
Salary.
field. Okay. 1 second, guys. But what is the problem here? We no need to get the entire salary. Whatever the salary is there for the salary 20%. But unfortunately, what is the data type of your salary here? It is a string, right?
Yes.
Then first we need to convert them as a number. Then only we can able to apply the 20%, right? So how we can get the 20%? 20% is nothing but whatever the salary is there for that one, we can multiply with the 0.20. That it is automatically converting into the 20%, right? You guys are agree?
Yes.
That's it. Whatever the value is there, then it is automatically coming here. So this is the your requirement, right? You are getting. But so this field alignment it should be before bonus, right? I can simply cut it and
After salary. Yeah.
I can remove this one. Okay, so that's it. Okay, let's save it. Let's try this one. Okay, we can hit it. So we are getting the data and go to your file. Let's check it. You can see. So depending on this one, I think it is not created. Smith HR 20,000 salary.
Phone
1
number.
second, guys. No, phone number. It is missing the bonus, right? You guys are observed it.
From 7th line, I think it is come.
Okay, but here, 1 second. It is appending, that's okay. But we are added the here, no? Bonus field. Okay. Then we can remove it. And I save this one. Let's hit it one more time. Then we are getting. Oh, okay, now. So previously this field is missing. You can see now it is. So this is my salary. This is my bonus, and why it is bonus is 11,000. Okay, it's 55,000 now. Okay, so this is the way we can able to write whatever the business logic and whatever the result is done. We can able to push it. Okay, now let us assume if data is available inside of, for example, there is what is the structure of your table. Let us 1 second, guys. So for example, I am creating one more table and whatever the data inside of the file, I want to push them into a database. It's a reverse operation. Let me create one table. So what is the table? We can create a student. Then it is very student and 1 second. Columns. So, okay, what is the column name? First column name, we can able to give the student ID, then I can give a student ID, and it should be a primary key. I think you already know what is the primary key. Primary key doesn't allows the duplicates. Okay, and what is the second field? I want to give it the name, and I'm giving as a the name, and the third field I can give as address, address, and there is one more field I can add it. What is the other thing? Branch. CSC or something. Okay, so this is the way I'm creating one table. Apply. Otherwise, you can also write the same command, guys. In create table, but it is very easy creating the table in GUI model. Okay, just remember it. So first, let's see what is the data inside of the table. Select star from student. Let's set it. So there is no data is available. Now what is my requirement is my data is coming from the one CSV file. Whatever the data is available inside of the CSV, I want to push that entire data to the this database. You guys understand my requirement?
Yes.
First, we will create a sample CSV file. Then we can come back it. Otherwise, okay, this is the sample, right? Okay. Student ID, the name, the next one is address, address, address. The next one is branch, ANCH. Okay, and student IC. You can just remember this number is not repeating, and I can give the AA, address is HYD, and branch is the CSC. And I'm creating one more record, 102 BB, and VI Vishak, and is ECE. Okay, next I'm creating 103, student name is CC, and Bangalore, and branch is Mac. This is the data. Okay, so this data is available in the form of CSV. Why I'm always stressing all the files are coming as a CSV, 90% of the data. Okay, so that's why I'm every time I'm suggesting the file save as CSV. Save as, these are the student, maybe. Okay, inside of this one only we can print it, student.csv. Okay, what is my requirement is I want to get the data from the CSV file, and I want to push this entire data to the my database. Okay, okay, that is my requirement. Let us say maybe it seems to be only 3 records. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm replicating some data here. How we can replicate it? Let us say there are 1000 columns data is there, then you can understand. For this one, I'm creating the Excel, then it is easy. There are 160 columns are there. Same names are repeating, let us assume. Okay, I'm saving this one, then close it. Okay, this is the data. So how we can generally perform the insert command? Generally, how we can create the flows for the insert? You can get the one insert command and you can push the one by one, right?
Yes.
But it is very hard now. So there are 1000 columns are there. So 1000 times you are calling the insert and you are pushing the data. It is not a easiest. That is not a suggestible, right? So how we can able to send the data? You can see. So previously we are created any flows for the inserting command. Let's check it. Is there any flows we are created? Read DB operation. If data is coming as an array. 1 second. Let me check it. Is there any insert flows? Okay, this okay, right? Okay. So for this one, you can see at a time how many values are you are inserting at a time?
One by one.
Only one by one, right? But you can see
One.
what is the data inside of my file. There are 1000 columns are there. So every time we need to call the same insert command 1000 times, right? Then how we can call these items one by one? That is my question. You guys are understand, right? So these are not a single one. There's 1000 records are there. We need to repeat the same insert command one by one, right? So that is my requirement. Then how we can able to do it? Let's see it. So first we will create a small insert command. Then we will go for it. Again, HTTP. So insert. So we can give a meaningful name. Otherwise, okay, no problem. CSV insert. Then we can place the logger. Here we are going to discuss one new thing here. Let's see it. Flow starts. The next one is, where is your data? Where is your data? So your data is coming the postman. Our data is available inside of the CSV file.
It's a local available file.
Right. That means we need to perform first a read operation here. So I'm performing the read operation. I'm already defining the working directory here. So which one? What is the name of the file? Student.csv. So we can give directly here student.csv. Okay. So here, what is the here? You can see what is data type of the CSV? Application.csv. So what is the add parameter? In second example you are getting, I think we already discussed it. If the CSV file is coming with the different delimiters slash or okay, in the situation it is available. Okay, then my file is a CSV file here. And what is your requirement? Whatever the data is coming, this one, for example, always just remember, whatever data is coming, you can first blindly convert them as a JSON, and you can do whatever the operation. It is very easy for you. Okay, I'm converting as a JSON, whatever the entire payload here. I don't want to payload. Okay, so it is automatically converting it, right? So your data is available inside of the file like this one. So first record 101, it is system ID, name, and everything is coming. Now you can see for first this record should be inserted inside of your database, right? So what is the logic for this one? First we need to write the database insert, the same thing. Okay, same thing. I think okay, tell me. Insert into what is my table name? Student values of what is the first thing? First name? Student ID, right? What the second thing is?
Yes,
the name. The third one is the address, right? What the third next one is?
Branch.
Okay, so we need to map the values here and tell me. So here what is the first thing is? Student ID. It is coming from the payload dot SID. The next one is, sorry, the name, payload dot the name. The next one is address, ADDRESS address, payload dot ADDRESS address. The next one is branch, ANCH, payload dot branch. Okay, so once it is inserted, then that's it, your logic. Okay, but so here is the flow, right? Let me execute it. So is it correct what we created? 1 second, it is showing an error. Why it is showing an error?
Set variable.
Okay. Click on this one, it is automatically maximize it. Let's check this one, whatever the errors. Unable to call, value select and everything. Okay, this is the expected one. Okay, so why? Because you can see we are fetching the array of data or only one single one.
Single.
But what is your read component returns?
Array.
But you can see that means it is mismatching, right? So it is getting the array, but you are trying to add the array with the single object. That means that 10 elements are coming, but your 10 elements are mapped with the single element. Is it allowed?
No.
Not right. So here it is the problem. That means whatever the logic you are written here, this insert command, this should be repeatedly call for the all the records of your payload. For example, your payload contains 20 records. For the each time we need to call this 20 records logic, whatever the insert logic, 20 times. That is your requirement. Okay, that means the same operator we need to repeatedly perform for the each record. For that one, generally for other languages, we are using the for loop. You guys are remember that this for loop is there. The same way here we have the, so
For
what is the one? What is the one? For each. We can simply drag and drop it. So for each, every times we need to perform which logic? Every
insert.
time we need to perform the insert logic. That means there are 10 records are coming out of your this read component, or 10 records are converted into the JSON, but every time it is accessing only one record, one record, one record. Okay. So every time it is repeating the same action for the all the records. Okay, let's check it. So how we can able to inspect it every time it is picking only one. So instead of running program, we can simply debugging it and you can got it. Okay, everything I will explain one by one. Debug the project. Let's say it. We have the separate session for this for each and parallel for each. There we can detailedly have the discussion on these things. Don't worry. First, as of now, just remember. Maybe all anyone idea about the Java or .NET, so they know about the for each. So there is the loop, we can call it as 10 times we need to repeat the same logic, and again there we need to write the loop. The same thing we are done here. Okay, first we will call this one. What is the flow name? I think CSV2, CSV or otherwise
CSV insert.
CSV insert. We need to call this one. Okay, we can hit it. Then it is triggering to here. I'm going to debugging mode to inspect the all the data and outputs. Let's say it. Okay, where is my debugging window? Okay, so initially, okay, this is the data from my Postman. Don't worry, I'll omit it. Then now we are at the at the
Logger.
right. Okay, 1 second. Guys. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okay, now where you have the logger, right? Next, we can move to the next component. Now, after executing of this read component, let's see what is your payload. Now you can see your payload is coming out of your CSV file, right? Now closely observe it. I think here we have one problem. Okay, first we will see, because the same logic is repeat for this one also. Okay. Okay. So we need to remove this header, otherwise problem. Oh, okay. Now you can see now we are enter into the for each. Okay. Still my data is, you can see still my data is, once you converting the JSON, you can see advantages of converting the data. You can see this is your key name and everything is properly converted. Okay. Now, so now it is an array or array of objects. It is single object or array of objects.
It's a single array. Wrapped all the
Array
array.
of objects.
Array of objects, right?
Objects.
That means you can see I can copy and I'm placing here, then it is very easy for you. Now you can see it is an array of objects. So what is your intention? So this is, for example, let us say this is your data. So you need to repeat this. You need to insert this record to your database. So first we need to pick this first element, right? How we can pick this element means your for each is automatically picking the one by one, one by one, one by one. Let's see. Now we have to enter into the for each. What happens now? You can see what is the data inside of your for each.
First one.
No. This is the first one. That means it is picking the first object,
First record.
right? So inside of the insert, whatever the logic you are written, that is works for the single object. Now we can see. So this is it is automatically inserting into your database. Then you can see it is coming the second object. So this is the way it is automatically picking one by one, one by one. You can see it is picking the one by one, and that record is automatically moved to the your database. So this is the way we can able to pick the data from one file, and whatever the logic you want repeat for the all the records of the data, then we can use the for each scope, and inside of that one we can place that logic. Okay, let's go and see. You can see 60 times it is repeating, and go and see inside of the database whether the 60 records are inserted or not. Now you can see my data is inserted. Got it, guys?
Yes.
So there are 1,000 elements are inside of my file. It is automatically reading the 1,000 times, and everything it is pushing to my database. Got it, guys?
Okay. Yeah.
But here there is one problem. Maybe you guys are observed or not. So how many times I'm hitting my database?
As many number of records.
That means for in this example, there are 100 elements are there. How many times I'm hitting?
100.
That means performance wise, is it a good strategy?
No.
Right, that's the one. So to eliminate these number of IO operation over the database, so we have the another component, that is your bulk insert. Got it? So the normally there are file, whenever we need to push the data record by record, generally we have to use the for each. Inside of the for each we need to use the insert command, but technically in sometimes this leads to the performance issues, because there are 1,000 elements are there, 1,000 times we need to insert, we need to perform, where we need to perform the IO operation over the database. 1,000 times we need to make it as a connection, and we need to close that connection again, and again we need to establishing. So internally that will be leads to the performance degrading. The same scenario, how we can able to do that one means another way. You can see I'm just copying this entire thing and I'm placing here. The same thing here, instead of CSV insert, CSV bulk insert we are call it as. Okay, let's everything I can put it the same thing. To simple ways, I'm using the longer.
Bulk read.
No. This is the normal one.
So normal read.
Yeah. Because when we have the copy, maybe you are thinking this is another component. So here we don't use this one, right? So we can remove this entire thing. Then here we need to use the bulk insert. You can see when we use the bulk insert, there is no need of using the for each. But here there is only one difference is there. You need to remember it. So for the bulk insert, they don't have the we don't have the any input parameters. Just remember it. Okay, that means whatever the column names you are mapped here, that should be these similar to the your transformation message. Okay.
Okay.
Because you can see the normal insert, we can map the input parameter, this colon name, colon job, so we can map it. But here we don't have that options. Whatever the parameters that should be coming off your payload. This is the payload, right? So whatever the payload it is coming, those columns name you can directly need to here. For last write it, then you guys are understand. Insert into what is the one? Student, right? So first let me delete that data inside of that file, then we can delete from student. There is no data is there. Oh. Delete from student. And we can close the comment. And let's hit it.
Zero object. It's
Oh,
not delete.
I delete from student and everything is right. Is there any other command is there?
Delete star.
No. For the delete, there is no star. Yeah.
No star.
That's definitely. It's weird. Name equal to otherwise we can use this one. How many values? 4 years. Let's check this one. No, still there. 160 columns. We will go this one. Delete from employee dot student where SID equal 1 and 2. Whatever the command we are written the same, na? Oh. Oh, it is in the safe mode. Okay. You guys can read the one, you can see. It is the safe mode. For the safe mode, we need to specify the where that uses the key. Then only we can able to write it. Then we can
We can
write command
disable
like this
this
one where. Okay, sorry.
We can disable no safe mode.
Actually, I don't know. You guys have any idea? Then you tell me. Yeah. Anyone?
No.
No, I don't also don't. I can write the command like this one. I'm not that much of expert on the database here. Oh, that's weird. No problem. We can keep that 160 columns and we can hit it one more.
No. We can disable. Go to preferences.
Where, yeah? Where, yeah?
Edit.
Okay.
Edit. Preferences. SQL editor.
Okay.
SQL
Query
editor.
editor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uncheck the safe.
Where it is?
SQL editor is there. SQL editor. Yeah. In SQL editor.
Okay.
Uncheck that safe.
Query executor, object editor, and there is no SQL exceptions, right?
There is a checkbox we have to by default is ticked.
No, you can see there is no safe mode option is there, right?
Safe updates are there.
No, nothing is there. Okay, we can keep that one and later we will see this one. Yeah. Okay. For let us say that initially there are 160 columns data is the 160 rows are there. Then we can come back and we can see what is the command here. We need to write it. Select insert into what is the one student. What is the first value? What is the first column? 1 second. Where it is converting the CSV to JSON. Where is that file? 1 second. We need to same key. First one in the SID, name, address, and branch. So first we need to follow the same name. Just remember, for this one we don't have any input parameter. So whatever the names are coming, we need to pass that here. The SID. Next one is the name. The next one is name, address. The next one is branch. Okay, that's it. Here there is no question of providing this any input parameter. Simply save it. Let's run the program. Meanwhile, we can copy our endpoint. Let's check this one. So this is your bulk insert. So previously 160 means 160 times we need to establishing connection with the
With the
database. But here internally they are maintaining it. So don't ask how many times it is inserting. So internally they're optimizing the connections. This connector is automatically handle that number. Okay. So we don't have any deciding factors. So these many times we need to hit it. Okay. 1 second, we can call this one. Okay, we can hit it. The Govian query can't execute in bulk. Bulk queries must take parameters. Yes, we are past the parameters now.
input parameters.
No. Insert into student. We are missing one important thing. What is
And
this one? Yeah. Again, we can save and run it. Now we can hit it. Oh. Insert into student values of correctly. Okay, 1 second. Oh. Anyone understand this the problem?
Yes,
Actually, the problem is we are setting this field as a
primary.
okay.
So can you go to workbench? I'll show.
Let's change data. No problem. We have this Excel now. So instead of this one, we can make it as a 201. This as a 202. Then we can create the files for this one. I can save. Let's try this time. Okay, this is my new data. Then we can hit this time. Okay, so don't worry. This is the Java response. Go to your SQL bench and you can hit it. Select star from student. Let's see. You can see your data is inserted or not.
Yes.
So this is your bulk insert. So instead of to minimizing the IO operations, minimizing the collection between your database, we can use the bulk insert. So why we are using? Because to performance wise, we need to use the bulk insert only. Some rare situations only we need to go for the for each. So here the most important one is, so whatever the field names you are mapping, see there is no input parameter is there, whatever these field names must be inside of your payload. Okay, that means you can see whatever the transformation you are doing, so that these fields must be there. Then it is automatically mapped for you inside of the bulk insert. Okay, that is the one you need to do it. The same thing, bulk insert and bulk update, everything is same. So instead of performing the one by one, we can able to perform all these operations at only one single instance. That is your bulk insert. Okay, got it, guys?
Yes. So
Yeah.
what extra changes we have done in transform message?
We
While
will
bulk
not
insert.
on any message. You can see what is the one. For example, I can show you.
We just
Yeah,
declare JSON.
I can. So no. What we can see. So here you can see you are giving the named parameters, right?
Yeah.
So for this named parameter, we need to map it values manually.
Correct.
right? But here, whatever the payload you are seeing, so it is automatically for the bulk insert, it is automatically checking inside before payload, inside of the payload, is there any key value assigned is there, it is automatically mapped here. Here we know we don't have any option to map it manually.
Okay, and in transformation, we have just declared
Yes,
data type as
inside of the
JSON.
transformation, so this must be there. These key values must be there.
So we have for metadata, we have created array
yeah.
or not?
No. This is the, you can see, don't forget about this transformation. So whatever the payload is coming before bulk insert, so that payload should be contains these keys. Then only it is works.
So how to ensure?
1 second. This key is not available, right? For example,
Yes.
SD, Z.
No.
Not available, right? Let's
Yes.
save it. Okay. Try to execute it. Let's see what happens. I think we are okay. What is the one? It is returning. That field is not available, right? That is the one. Because so it is your bulk insert is automatically reading the data inside of the payload, and it should be mapped all the values whatever the referring inside of your query.
Yeah, got it. But my question is, after read, when you drag and drop transform message,
okay,
yeah, so you just change the database to application/JSON, nothing else.
okay. Yes.
Declare the payload.
Yes. No. Here I'm creating the, okay. So you can see I'm just why I'm creating the just payload means I'm not writing any business logic here, right?
Okay. And what
So
about the
according to
metadata mapping?
the same thing, right?
That get automatically array populated. That's my question.
No. You are missing one point. I'm copying this flow from here to here now.
So can you delete and create?
Okay, then you can see I am clearing the metadata.
No, delete that entire transform message
Okay.
module and then
Okay. Yeah, tell me.
Okay. Here, Java to JSON.
I remove this one. Clear metadata. 1 second. Why it is not? Here only one thing is available. Okay. Yeah, tell me. Okay. What is your requirement?
Yeah. So first we have to make it JSON.
Okay.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah. Payload.
Yeah.
And then
The converting to JSON.
Passing entire as a single payload.
No. Here we no need to pass the single object because your data is in the form array now. As of now, you don't know how to creating this data programmatically.
Okay.
That's why there is coming that 20 element, 30 element, I don't know. That entire thing is I'm converting as a JSON.
That's
entire thing. That is my requirement. For example, in the future, you may write your data view expression manually here, and you can create your business logic according to you.
Okay.
Okay. So how previously we done for this one, right? I think here. No. Okay. Here you can see I'm creating the I'm creating the logic right here. There is no bonus field is there, but I am identifying, right? So this we can data view expression. Okay. So instead of in this my example, everything is coming. So instead of that one, I want to write it only particular value. So that particular value only 4 fields. Then I can select that 4 fields only. But in this example, what is my requirement? Whatever the data is coming, entire data I want to convert them as JSON. Then we can simply use the word payload.
Okay. Then bulk insert will look into that payload and find out that
the inside of the bulk insert, it is always looking into whatever the payload is coming inside of that one, whatever the keys you are mentioning, those also there are not.
Okay.
That is automatical mapping. Okay. So this is the way we can able to do it. Okay, this is the bulk insert and everything. And tomorrow we will discuss one important one, that is the on table row is there na, and remaining the stored procedure. Okay. So those two things we will discuss tomorrow. Okay, yeah.
Can we visit that workbench once, sir?
Once, okay.
I have to try. Yeah. So can you go to edit? Yeah, references. SQL, can you click on SQL editor only?
Okay.
Yeah, you can drop down, go to the below. Yeah, save updates are there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Now try to delete. So
Then we can delete from student. We will try this one. No. Still same error. Okay.
that's
Yeah, we will
Okay.
check this one. Yeah, no, I am also choose this one. Okay, guys, that's all for today. You guys have any doubts? Then you can ask. Yeah.
thank you so much.